Time has finally come for the morning sports session. Now, you might have heard about us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, but today we're going to bring this session to life. Today we're going to be bringing you 4 segments. The first bait, the burn run, the blaze point, and the last hit. And during those segments, we're going to talk about the NBA offseason, Jay Cutler being signed to the Miami Dolphins, and Colin Kaepernick still not being on the NFL team. Welcome to the session. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning sports session. I'd like to introduce myself, your host, Big Ray, my colleagues, Denzel, Jarrell, Patrick. Today, we'd like to get started with our first topic of the day, the first bait. NFL training camp, fellas. Some big news going in there. Patrick, how would you like to start it out?
I want to start off by saying Deshaun Kaiser. I've been hearing good news out of Browns camp. I like what they did this offseason in the draft. I mean, you have that many picks. It was hard to screw it up. I'm happy that they didn't screw it up because a lot of times they do. I've been hearing that Kaiser looks really good. Other rookies, Trubisky's coming along a little bit slower. I don't know if he's going to be the starter. I mean, they signed Glenn into that big contract.
Yeah, no,
I doubt. Yeah, I think that Glenn will be the starter. They'll ease Trubisky along. I think the same way the Rams did with Goff.
Nope.
Watson, what's up with
Watson? I've heard mixed stories of Deshaun, DeAndre Hopkins that thinks that Savage should be the quarterback.
Oh yeah, he did. He put the stamp on him. He put the stamp on him.
He gave him a stamp.
O'Brien said that he's never seen a rookie like Deshaun Watson coming out there and progressing the way that he has progressed over the past 4 months. So that's definitely good news.
Another situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another situation where you don't have to rush him into the.
Yep.
And
another situation where you don't have to rush him into Mahomes in Kansas City.
Yep.
But I heard that he's hot on Alex Smith's trails. Looking really good.
I mean, they took him that early for a reason. You got to think he got some.
When you draft a quarterback that.
But like I always say, you guys, like I like Alex Smith, and I told you guys before, when they drafted Cap in San Francisco, Alex Smith.
Yeah.
He excelled.
Yep.
Now you're telling me they drafted another quarterback. I got a feeling he's going to excel again this year.
There's always a backup plan, man.
Yeah, I know, you're right. And I just hope that that's what Andy uses him for, as a backup plan.
Yeah.
Let Alex actually play out his career. To me, he's one of the most efficient quarterbacks since he's been drafted. So
that's already a big playoff team. If one of them, if they both end up doing good, you trade one for one other piece. That's a big piece for a playoff run. You know what I mean?
You're right.
They can get something.
Down the line, I could see them moving Alex Smith if Mahomes comes into his. You know what I mean, for him. But if not, it's smart to stay with Alex Smith.
Definitely,
so we'll see where that goes.
I think definitely for this year, stay with Alex Smith.
But like, what I want to ask you about what's going on in LA, man? Are they going to get that deal done or not? Like,
I mean,
that's the key to your defense right there.
We need to get it done. He got 2 years left on his deal though, so. Yeah. You have to come back at some point. He's
the number one defensive lineman. Aaron Donald does not need to show up to training camp.
No, I agree. Trust me, I agree.
Especially with all the injuries flying around, you think he's going to risk that?
Yo, hold on.
I want to know.
What's up with your man?
I want to know about injuries and holding out.
Le'Veon
Bell, he's holding out right now, but he's in the same position, best at his position. He deserves the money. Yeah, he's going to get his money, but in all honesty, he's going to be franchise tagged for the next 2 years.
I think they both deserve the money. I'm not going to argue with you guys. You guys deserve the money.
A bigger thing for me is Martavis, man. He's still not on the field. Roger Goodell, quit dragging your feet. My man served his punishment. He's getting help. Let him get back out to greatness and let us get that stairway.
The biggest but the biggest thing for me, I mean, we're going to get back to those injuries, bro. But the biggest thing for me, I want to throw my team out there. We are the Super Bowl champions. Gronk's back healthy.
Okay.
We just B Cooks is looking great.
Yeah, we'll let
we
you
got
get this moment,
we got
Sean.
people going at it last week. 2 vets between Edelman and Gilmore. I'm excited, bro. We're looking good. Tom just turned 40, obviously, but he's eating his avocado cupcakes.
Or baby goats.
Baby goats are running around training camp.
Grow up.
No, I'm not gonna grow
He's
up.
making a mockery of the training camp is what he's doing. But like I said before, let's talk about these
Best
injuries.
off season we had. We had the best off season.
Injuries, man.
What's up, though?
Biggest one off rip is Tannehill. Tannehill, that knee's been waiting since last year, though.
Ticking
So I
time
mean,
bomb since
exactly.
December.
So
We
we'll
knew
see.
it was
What are Sterling Shepard?
He's back.
Yeah, it was only a sprain. We saw it. He was carted off. It was big
Yeah,
news
it was-
early on, but it was only a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
He's back to the field. Yeah, thankfully.
Thankfully.
So
Secondly,
Giants
he
get
was
to
last
keep
year
all
as
their
a rookie.
weapons. They need all of their weapons to have a run at Dallas. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Dallas is looking good as well. But
Yeah, but Zeke,
yeah,
pending.
will he be on the field? You think he'll be on the field?
That's another. Yeah, that's another.
We'll see. I mean, I can see him getting 4 games. I can see him getting 0.
During the Hall of
We'll
Fame
see.
game
We'll
the other
never
day,
know.
though, Jerry did say that he doesn't think Zeke will get any punishment. So we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry always backs his guys, but I don't know how much I
You
believe
guys
that.
want to talk about why we got a chance? A Baltimore situation real fast? Flacco's?
Baltimore, a lot of injuries. Flacco, I mean, he'll be back, but they're going to need a quarterback in the meantime.
Kaepernick.
Yeah. Ryan Mallett.
Kaepernick.
Oh.
Yeah, no disrespect to you, Ryan. You were on the Patriots. You're a good quarterback, but we still don't understand why you guys don't have Kaepernick. We're gonna get back to that later, but
All right.
no matter what,
sure.
for sure.
Definitely need to see what goes on in that, but switch sports, NBA offseason.
Man,
It's-
Yeah.
it was a roller coaster. It was a big
It's
one.
been exciting.
Dude.
Like I can say, like I don't
That
remember the last
draft-
time we've talked about basketball this long.
I mean, it's over, so it's past. It's in the past now, but we're gonna bring it back. You
But
know,
still,
let's talk about
it's-
the draft though. You guys traded up to
Hey.
get the #1 pick, bro.
Yeah.
Full-
How you feeling
Okay.
about the
President
process?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
with
I've
the
loved the process. I've loved the process. It's going well. I think Fultz is going to be a great player.
You got
I
hurt.
really do.
You got hurt again.
It was just a little
Another-
scary.
Yeah, you're
it was
right.
just a little.
I know.
Little something. He's
Not
alright.
serious.
He's fine.
Nothing serious.
Nothing
alright.
serious. A little tweak ankle in summer league.
I
but-
like the fact that y'all brought in JJ. I like the JJ
Yeah, I
move too.
love the JJ
Need a
move.
shooter.
Love the JJ
Need a
move.
shooter.
It completes the lineup. Now we have a starting 5 that can really. I think in the Eastern Conference that we can really contend. Not at the top this year, but
Make a push for
yeah,
playoffs.
we can definitely make a push for playoffs.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I agree.
I understand. I see the potential, but like for me, my favorite team this offseason, it's surprising to say Kobe retired, but it's the Lakers. Lonzo Ball. I can't believe they did it. We all thought it was gonna happen. His dad talked him there. and
Yeah,
went.
no one wanted to trust LeVar, but
Got it
hey,
done.
that summer league proved something different about Lonzo.
Yeah, and
He's definitely there.
And then when you add in to the turmoil in Cleveland,
Yeah.
and Paul George said he wanted to go to the Lakers, you never know what they're going to be able to do next year. They went and got Magic now. They brought him, made him the president of operations. You never know
Yeah.
what the
No,
Lakers are going to be able to
Magic,
do now.
you never
They're
know
going
what
to have
Magic's
$45
capable of.
million of cap space.
Exactly. They
next
made the
summer.
right trades, got rid of
Can
the
do what
right
they want.
contracts. They have Brandon Ingrams. They have all young talent. Julius Julius Randle.
Clarkson.
Exactly. Larry Nance Jr. They have a whole bunch of players. So many people that they can move around to get other vets to come in and play with. They can actually get LeBron next year. So
I know
It's gonna
it's
be a
just
big
summer
offseason.
league, but
LeBron said he likes what they're
Kuzma.
doing.
Yeah, he told him.
I like it, but I don't know. You got to remember the Thunder brought in Paul George.
Yeah, they did. But
Rusty and Paul, you got to think of what Rusty was able to do with KD, and everyone didn't like it because they're both so greedy with the ball.
Yeah.
Paul George is a little more reserved. Yeah, he can score all the time, but he don't need to take that shot. He wants to take that shot, but he's used to not taking it. Rusty needs that other weapon.
He's a downgrade.
That's what I
to
was gonna say.
KD.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah, he's a downgrade to
He's so
KD,
great
but
player.
if the Thunder have any chance of keeping Russell in OKC, it's adding Paul George to the team.
You're right.
Because we know
Defensively,
Russell's another one who wants to run to LA.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
him and Braun been working.
they got to
out.
do whatever they can.
There's a lot going
The
on.
Thunder are probably the best defensive team in the West. As far as being able to guard the Warriors,
Yeah.
definitely they got a
Yes,
good defensive team, and Paul George is a
forget.
great
I
two-way
know
player.
you're about to say another team that's to me, is going to make a run at those Warriors this year in the West that actually went out and got a superstar talent, the Timberwolves. Like, I'm excited to see what's going on with them boys.
Hey,
Kyrie said he wanted to go there.
That's what I was getting to. If they could pull the trigger on getting Kyrie, that's gonna make that team a completely different monster.
Hey, but I can't wait to see.
Without them, they're already there. But
I can't wait to see the 2-man offense in Houston.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun in Houston with D'Antoni. The way they play ball, it's gonna be fun.
You saw him working at the Drew League.
You guys know what I'm actually a little bit excited for. Not even a little bit, a lot. Rondo's to New Orleans. He played with DeMarcus Cousins before. People didn't realize I forgot about that. They already played with each other, and DeMarcus Cousins loved him. That was one of his best statistical years since he was on the Celtics. I personally believe if he's gonna be Rondo of old, with now he has Anthony Davis and DeMarcus, the sky's the limit on them too. They can get another vet to come in, or even a young talent that actually can come in and ball and
they
produce.
drafted Franklin Jackson.
If he can produce, the sky's the limit on them also. So we'll see.
They re-signed Drew too. Re-signed Drew. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see what goes on there.
Power teams. I mean, Golden State is leading the way. They're the favorites this year, especially with the Kyrie turmoil. What's up with the Celtics?
Celtics had a great offseason. Jason Tatum was a great pick.
Yeah,
it's a great pick, and obviously the signing
Gordon Hayward too.
Is the biggest signing this offseason.
The summer league doesn't really matter, but with Jason Tatum, as you said, real quick, he was impressive. He was really definitely impressive. Like you said, Gordon Hayward, he's there now too. That's big time.
I mean, we said that they're 1.5 pieces away from Cleveland.
Yep.
So
they probably got 1.5, maybe 2.
At this point, I think we can all agree on we need to see this NBA season get here, man. It's one of the best ones in a while.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. It's a big off season. Definitely.
All right, it's time for our second segment of the day, the burner. Zell, I'd like to start off with you and talk about Ryan Tannehill's replacement, Jay Cutler.
At first, it didn't make sense to me, but after looking at what he's done under Adam Gase, because he played for him previously in 2015, it kind of makes sense, man. He had a 64.4 completion percentage ratio, which was the second best of his career. He had a 21-11 touchdown to interception ratio, which was the best of his career, and also he had a 92.3 QBR, which was the best of his career. Also, I feel like he can get it done.
Yeah, I don't like it. Ever since Jay Cutler's emotional breakdown against the Packers in 2011, Jay Cutler is 17-29. He can't win games. He's not a good leader. And at this point of his career, I think it's done. He's better off in the booth.
I just think it was the system, but okay.
Jarrell, I wanted to hear what you got to say.
Y'all know me. Go Cap.
Bro, I feel you.
They pull Cutler out of retirement. In the last 5 years, he had 60 picks. Go Cap.
Okay, it's time for our next topic of the burn run. The Dodgers, man, they're out here making history.
43-7 in the last 50 games. Best 50-game span since 1912.
Insane. 105 years.
Think about all the teams that went through that time. Like, literally.
78-32 overall.
And not only that, they added Yu Darvish.
Dude, it's
Kershaw
amazing.
and Darvish, do you know what that's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, I've been watching the Astros. I don't even focus on the Dodgers, but after they got Darvish, it's over. Like,
as much as I hate the Warriors, they're the Warriors. They're the Warriors of baseball. They have an all-star team out there. They're destined to get it done.
The World Series is going to be fun.
Could you imagine Yankees? Could you imagine Yankees versus Dodgers? What that's going to be like?
And even if it is Boston, we got a great bullpen. That'll be 2 great bullpens. It'll be fun.
Of course, you would mention Boston.
Sorry.
All right, then. You can get on to our next topic of the burn run. Jalen
Collins, 10-game suspension for PED use.
Second suspension.
Unbelievable. Yeah, second year in a row. Yeah. 4 games and then 10 games.
Like, it just gets to the point, like, do the Falcons stick with him? Do they? I mean, like, he was a second-round pick for them. Like, he's a big part of their team when Trufant went down.
I feel like you get rid of him. He obviously has a problem.
You're just saying that because of his performance in the Super Bowl. I already.
I'm gonna say two years in a row. He failed drug tests at LSU in college. He had red flags coming into the league,
and then he got torched in the Super Bowl.
So obviously,
and then he got torched in the Super Bowl.
He can't get it straight. He got torched in the Super Bowl the entire game. I mean, this guy blew the Super Bowl for you. You can't.
Not for me.
No, for the
Thank
Falcons. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you keep him on the team?
I mean,
at this
he's a
point,
second
no.
round pick though. Like,
Hey,
but
bro,
at this point, there's
He's
not
the
much
third
you
corner
can
on
do
the team. They
left.
have True Fronts back, and they have Robert Alford.
Yeah,
They're okay.
We'll see. We'll see
if
what they
he makes
decide
it.
to do.
He might not
Yes,
even make
me.
the 53-man roster.
I agree with Pat, get rid of him. But the big fight coming up. McGregor, Floyd, man.
What's up with it, bro?
Jarrell.
I just want to know, like, do people really believe Conor can win this fight?
Well,
Like, I know,
I know
like,
firsthand they do.
like, I know,
Bro,
like,
firsthand they do.
I know. Whenever
Money
there's a
is talking
chance,
out
like,
here.
there's a fighter's chance with any fight. Like, anything can happen. But this is a boxing match. Like, 12 rounds with the best boxer of all time. Like, do you guys really think?
Dude, it's a
No,
joke
no.
to me. I told you guys before, and I'm going to continue to say this, bro. Floyd has won 25 title fights. McGregor hasn't even fought 25 times.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
it's unbelievable.
Floyd is the greatest counter fighter of all time. The only way that Conor can win is by attacking Floyd.
Yeah.
Conor is a counter fighter himself. He has no chance. He has no chance to win this fight. He will not win this
He's gonna
fight.
try to attack him.
You
but
don't
he's
think
not gonna
Conor's
get
getting
that.
stronger though with what's going on with his training partner?
You seen his training partner quit.
Come on now. This
You don't want a
circus.
part of that circus.
Get the circus out of my face.
Shout out to Paulie. Get
Money
him out of there.
team,
Money.
hard work.
Spectacle.
Oh, word.
This next topic, this is kind of a touchy one. I don't know if you heard about the Atlee, Virginia, the softball team that they didn't get to play because of a Snapchat post of them exposing their
Man,
middle
this
finger.
has got me heated
Jarrell, this
for
is
all
hits
day
you in the
long.
heart.
There is a team of 12 and 14-year-old girls, all right? Softball, World Series, Little Junior League World Series, all right?
Yeah.
They're winning 1-0. They win the game 1-0. Semifinals, head to the championship. Next day, they find out they're disqualified because they took an inappropriate picture of them flicking off the camera during the game. You know who? You know what team? You know. Not only did they get disqualified, you know what team replaced them? The host team, Kirkland, that they had beat in the semifinal round.
But listen, dude. Rules are rules.
That means nothing.
Bro,
That
they
shows how
violated the league policies regarding unsportsmanlike conduct.
this
I'm not
world
trying
is
to hear it.
soft.
Like,
This world is soft.
No.
And you are going to suspend
No.
some winners for a middle finger. I don't believe
Some
it.
teenage
understand.
girls.
Teenage,
Come on.
yeah,
Bro,
they're young.
they
They shouldn't be
posted
doing
Bro,
it. But
if it was us out there
a
flipping
winner's
off the
a winner.
camera, if we was out there flipping
And they
off the
suspended
camera,
us. How would you feel?
Bro,
Did they disqualified us from the championship game?
I've been thrown out of championship games and disqualified for
Hey,
stuff and
I'd
beating
be
teams by
mad.
100
I'd be
points.
mad. I ain't
As
gonna
we
lie.
seen, LeVar got refs thrown out for less, so I mean, like you said, rules are rules.
Rules are rules. Thank you.
But all right, guys, it's time for our next segment of the day, the Blaze Point. This one, man,
finally.
this relates back to Flacco being out, Cutler being signed, Kaepernick.
Straight up.
Why is he not on a team? Like, it's the wait's over, man.
Do you guys mind if I start?
No, we got you. Go ahead.
Did Kaepernick commit a crime? Did he?
I can't recall. I don't recall him
It's
ever
the hair.
getting
They
in
don't
trouble
like
like
his hair.
that.
Bro, people like Mike Vick and Plexico Burst, no offense, they got back into the league after going to jail. They were in jail. Did he commit a crime?
No.
No. All he did was stood up for something he believed in. I am literally lost. I don't get it. I'm confused.
He didn't do
but-
anything illegal.
Stallworth committed
No,
murder.
I mean, I get.
Stallworth, I forgot.
Stallworth's murder.
And came back to the league.
Didn't forget about that.
Dude.
Like Doug Baldwin said yesterday, the NFL owners are making they're setting an example out of Kaepernick. Straight up, stay in your lane. Stay in between the lines. You guys are here to play football, to sell tickets, to make us money, and that's about it. Not to take a stand, not to do any of that, and the NFL owners are making that very clear.
Man, the NFL owners are a bunch of sissies right now because, like, I don't get the whole process behind it. There's a player who's superior to a number of quarterbacks on the NFL roster right now.
Can I tell you? Listen, 90.7 QBR last year, better than Flacco, Eli, Jameis Winston, Bortles, and even Cam Newton.
And I mean, I know that's a list of
Then-
all elite quarterbacks who like come on, Jameis. Like, we know where everyone on that
Yeah.
list is, but
The fact that
Collins
he's on a
should
team.
be on a roster. There's
Yes.
no reason that. He took a knee, and that should keep him off a roster. I mean,
Bro,
like
he
I
did-
like I
he
just
just stood
named
up for something he believed
Ezekiel
in.
Elliott's
It's
being
ridiculous.
And Colin
accused
Kaep-
of some crazier
In
stuff.
Colin Kaepernick's career, 72 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. 72.
Like that's just
Played in the Super Bowl.
He is a game manager. He does
Played in
not
the
turn.
Super
He
Bowl.
does not turn
Played
the
in the
ball
Super
over.
Bowl.
In his first 3 seasons, before everything blew up in San Francisco, he was 25-14. Before everything blew up, went to a Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
Went
It's
to
not
One
his
of the
fault.
fastest quarterbacks in the league.
went to a Super
like-
Bowl, and then the next year went to the NFC Championship.
Bro, it's not his fault. It
No.
wasn't his fault what happened in San Francisco, and the fact that just because he stood up for something that he believes in, he's getting blackballed.
It's not just him that
ridiculous.
even believes in it. It's some stuff that's really going on in our nation. Like, it's stuff that people cannot... They can play blind to if they want to, but we all know what it is. Like, so he's just sticking up, trying to cause awareness for it. And him doing that has caused him to lose his job.
He's getting shunned
Like,
for it.
I think Mark Cuban even said, real quick, I think Mark Cuban said if he did that in the NBA, it would have been embraced. It's the NFL.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
the NFL.
And all the owners, they're all about their money.
Made a statement. Stay between lines. Know your place.
The fact that Jay brought Jay Cutler from the analyst back on the field.
Yeah,
is just,
out of retirement.
I mean, we already talked about this. We understand it a little bit. He did what he did with Fidel Castro while wearing his shirt last year,
yeah.
and that wasn't.
I mean, and that
taken well by the Miami community.
definitely.
But they could get over it.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's
Maybe they can't. But what about the Ravens?
about the
What's the
Ravens?
Ravens'
Yeah,
excuse?
there's
like,
no excuse.
and the funny thing about the Ravens, they're still dragging their feet. They have not said they're not signing him, but they have not said they are, and we all know what their quarterback situation
but
is.
the Ravens have come straight out and said that they think that he's a good enough player. He's a good enough player, and they want him on the roster.
Their head coach, their
the
GM.
GM wants
it's
him
a
on the
charade.
roster.
They said that they wanted to take the people's vote. Like, no offense to us as the people.
Yeah.
But like, I know my opinion doesn't matter to
I ain't
what
the
I.
people of
But I was
Baltimore.
gonna say,
You know what
do
I
you think
mean?
the city of Baltimore would
That's what I'm
not
saying.
accept Colin? I mean,
That's
I'm
what I'm
sure
saying.
some people would, just like how Vic was not wanted by some people, but they got over it.
Yeah.
He said he came to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
No one ever thought Vic would ever play for Pittsburgh after getting in trouble.
But
Like,
the thing is, Vic did it. Vic actually went to jail.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Colin
saying.
Kaepernick took a stand, and,
There you go.
and he
That's
never,
how
and he
wild
came
this
out
is.
publicly and said that he did not, when he was doing it, it had nothing to do with the military,
Exactly.
Or the police.
the country. He's
It
not.
was about the
It was about the police.
No, it was about the police, but it wasn't. He wasn't sitting there
disres-
saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm disrespecting the police." He was talking about
He
what's
wasn't
going on
disrespecting
with
the flag, and he was
yeah.
not disrespecting the military.
No.
He was simply
Standing up for something. he believes in.
standing up for something that is going on in our country, and it's horrible, and he needed to shed some light on it. Not enough NFL players come out. Basketball players do, and NFL players don't. We seen it at the Hall of Fame ceremony
think-
last night, and
And now you know why. Now you know why.
This is why.
Now you know why.
And
You
that's
know
exactly
You
why,
guys-
because you need to stay in your lane.
So what happens when, now that all these other vets are coming out and saying Cap should be on the team, they're letting their opinions be known, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they stick up for him? Do they take a knee this year? You see what I'm saying? Like, is that
make
how
a
you
statement
make a point?
about bringing Cap.
The guaranteed players that are going to be contract man, that are going to be on the field this year, they're going to be playing.
I could
next
see
year
that.
and the
I could
next
see
year.
that because, like we said, he did nothing illegal. Like, I mean, players won't do that for people who have actually done stuff legally and just got charged with
Do
it.
you feel
know
as though
what
the
I mean?
league will try to
Like,
take action to like target those players through the games, maybe giving them like
I don't think they can. I don't think they can, right?
No.
something that happens,
There's not-
like
I mean-
penalties. You know how they like to rack up charges for no, or not charges, fines for no reason.
Yeah, but what
you can't find somebody for
If they do that, in my
you
opinion, if
protest
they do
for-
that,
yeah,
if they do
can-
that, they're gonna have to
protesting.
go back.
Absolutely not. That's why Colin Kaepernick.
If they do that to him, I would feel like they would have to go back, and anybody that was sitting down during the national anthem before Colin Kaepernick ever did that, they might have to get in trouble. Like, you can't just tell someone because they're sitting down or taking a knee during a national anthem.
It's your First Amendment right.
Yeah.
To protest. That's what makes this country so great. That is so you can't do that.
And they're basically trying to take it away from
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
there's just
facts.
no reason he shouldn't be on the roster.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I don't get how he's still not on the roster.
He's better than a few starter quarterbacks in the league. He's better than, I want to say, almost every backup in the league. Baby Dot, Jimmy G, Baby
It's
Dot,
just
a couple
baffling
other
me.
ones, but for the most part, he's better than every backup. A lot of starters.
He's not even 30 years old. The fact that
He's in his prime.
dude,
He's
the
not
fact
Like
that
we
he's
said, he just
playing.
played in the Super Bowl. Like, we have all these facts
The rare-
of why he should be on the team, and no owner is just manning up and signing him.
The rear side, Dan Orlovsky, to be our third string quarterback.
Well, that's coming from Rams.
He has a job. Dan Orlovsky from the Detroit Lions has a job. Colin Kaepernick doesn't. Are you serious? Like,
Hey,
Well, guys, it's time. Final segment of the day, man. The last hit. Jarrell, who you passing that hit off to?
Man, I gotta give it out to Sean Rodriguez, man. First game back as a Bucko. Hit a walk-off home run in the 12th inning to give us the 5-4 win over the Padres.
That's crazy.
Man, hopefully with us bringing him back, his versatility and being able to hit home runs, that's going to change it up for us and give us a push at the playoffs. I'm calling it now.
Go Bucko.
Marte too, you already know. It's like, we'll see.
He's coming.
Patrick, who you passing off to?
My last hit's to Aaron Donald. He needs to get to camp, but he's not wrong. He definitely needs to be paid. He's the best defensive player in the league. He's definitely improved that in his 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, make it happen, Rams. Get it done.
Denzel, who you passing off to?
I'm going to give my last hit out to LeBron James. And specifically, the bashing that you've been taking from Michael Jordan. I want you to embrace it, stay quiet, be humble, and continue to strive for greatness. You are on pace to pass him statistically, and as much as he doesn't want to admit it, he is scared. He has came out and said that Kobe Bryant is better than you because he has 5 rings and you have 3. Then he came out and said Kawhi Leonard is the best two-way player in this league. He is taking shots at you, LeBron. Do not let it faze you. You are the best player in the world, and we all know it. You win or lose, you still get it done. You still produce. Do not let Michael Jordan get into your head and continue to strive for greatness. Please.
Well, there you have it, everyone. We just brought to you your first episode of the Morning Sports Session. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow all of us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Catch us tomorrow, same time, same place, same faces. Peace.